No, Zach was outstanding. Never gave in at any point in time. Always made them hit his pitch. Kind of ran his pitch count up pitching that way, but never gave in. So I thought he was great. It was a good pitch mix. Threw the cutter in on the hands of the lefties, and nothing more you could ask for.
Yeah, it looked like his command was as good as we've seen even during spring training.
Yeah, I thought he was, sharp for the most part all the way through. Arenado's a guy that just battled him hard every at-bat, and to kind of get him that last at-bat of the game when he came out, he was spent at 90 pitches at that point in time, but did an outstanding job and passed it over to Torres, who did well too.
Manny Margot getting things started for you in the first inning. Again, he's been the spark plug, huh?
Yeah, Manny was outstanding. That's the double, the first pitch of the game, kind of announced that, hey, we're here to hit today, and then Will followed up with a double down the right field line, and then Shemp got the big home run in that inning. So you jump out 4-0 at course, you'd never feel like it's enough runs. Rarely do you see a shutout here, so for the whole bullpen to step up that way and to get that well-pitched series for us.
Typical baseball justice that Austin Hedges' first hit is a slow roller, not one of the line drives that he's been hitting?
Yeah, I know. We've been telling him to hit it softer now because that tends to work for him, but he hits so many balls so hard in the first 20-something at-bats, had nothing to show for it, and then he gets the number down the line. I don't know that I've ever seen Nolan Arenado not come up with a bare hand. He comes up with every single one of them. So good for him to get on the board that way, but even more importantly, what he's doing behind the dish. Like, it reflects in our pitchers' ERA. It reflects in the way our pitchers work through a game. He is doing a tremendous job back there.
Can you talk about how great Will Myers has been in this series? He just couldn't get him out.
Yeah, it's I would never have guessed that Will would hit for the cycle before he got his first walk of the season, but he did do that, and he got his walk today, got a hit by pitch today, but the double, the single up the middle, all the way around, it's hard contact all over the baseball field. When they pitched him in, he pulled the ball. When they pitched him away, he hit it the other way, and one of the best series I've seen from anybody.
Someone would have told you before this series that you'd give only 6 runs the entire series, play 3 games under 3 hours. What would you have told them?
I believe in my pitchers, but that would have been tough to believe. You just don't see that at Coors Field. And it wasn't unfriendly hitting conditions. Sometimes you're here on occasion and it's really cold and it's blowing straight in. That's rare, but these were good hitting conditions. Our pitchers did an outstanding job.
Was 90 pitches a target for Lee, or was it that at-bat that kind of made it decisive if that's the time to come out?
I felt like we were pushing him going back out. He never threw over 70 pitches in spring training, so up at 90, that's a lot at that point in time for a guy who hadn't been over 70. I just you could see him working harder and harder to get the outs at that point in time. So he was good, but that was the right time in my mind to get it to Torres and move on from there.
Hitting fly balls can be dangerous here, but obviously not the case in the Rockies at 13. Hitting off the end, mishitting.
Yeah,
It's not like the balls were going to the wall.
No, they most of them were routine flyouts. I know Manny Margot was catching a lot of balls out there in center field. Those routine flyouts, for me, you don't want to live there at Coors Field, but he was able just to be off the barrel just enough all day. I thought his cutter played enough, and then we ran it inside on righties. It got in just enough. So he was missing barrels for the most part.
What does this do for Zach's? It's just one start, but just his status on his team organization.
I think it bodes well for his future. I mean, he made an impression today. It's an easy environment to pitch in. It's not an easy lineup to navigate. So I think you look at what he did today, at some point in time in the year, whether it's the next start or the start after that, like he's going to be a viable option for us. It gets opportunity in the future. He pitched himself into consideration.